welcome to the Quarter Report brought to you by the Red Knight Special, and this is Word on the Net. I'm your boy, Town Biz, and if it's your first time tuning in, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, do yourself a favor. If you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, get back in the bed, roll over, and get out on the right side of the bed. Anyway, let's get straight to it. Now, check this out. We all know that No Jumper is one of them places where a lot of chaos go on at. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to get into it with somebody there. That's just the way the whole podcast is designed. You did? So, with that being said, right, when young Aunt Jefe first went over there, right, I was like, I don't know if he really need No Jumper to keep doing what he doing, because I like what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? When he became part of the program over there, I don't think he realized what he was signing himself up for. Because he was defending Wack100. He was saying, people saying me doing content with Wack, this and this thing. It was a whole bunch of back and forth about what the people, what he say, his little fans. And I don't think he meant it like that, but that's the way he said it. But, I don't think they was trying to warn him about Wack. Like, yo, watch out for that dude, man. That dude is bad bait. You going to end up falling out with him sooner or later. Y'all going to clash. I don't think he caught on to it. Now, I just seen this little this thing, right? This little clip from young Aunt Jefe. Don't care about nothing what the check say. About him saying how Wack100 called his phone all behind some conflict that Wack and Adam had. He like, what you calling my phone for? That's between you two. I didn't commentate on that. I didn't say nothing about it. At some point I laughed at it. But if you're in a room full of anybody and people say something crazy or something funny, people gonna laugh. You dig what I'm saying? That's just the way it is now. With Wack, he's always just over the double-edged sword messing with Wack. You know what I'm saying? And I'm noticing that, like, Wack do and say a whole lot of stuff about everybody in the world. He done talk bad about Tupac. He done talk bad about Nipsey. He done talk bad about everybody he can possibly get his hands on. But as soon as somebody say something to Wack or say something about his wife or his girlfriend, should I say, all of a sudden now it's a big problem. You dig what I'm saying? See, what's good for the duck is good for the gander. You dig what I'm saying? So if you can't take it, then you shouldn't dish it out. Now you talking about I don't never disrespect Adam's wife. What you mean you don't never disrespect the wife? You done said asking questions a million times about when she slept with the back dude when they did the porn. They was doing the porn thing, and you was asking, oh, did you hit it afterwards? What kind of questions are those to ask somebody on the live camera anyway? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this ain't here and there. We're finna get back to the John and Jefe thing, man. You hear me? And see what he talking about, man. Because this is getting spooky. Yeah.
It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Jefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics, Wack100, Adam 22, and myself. I'm starting to see that things on social media, this is really like a class circus act, the stuff that's going on, like with dudes who you expect to understand reality.
And you should have been seen that this internet space is just a circus, man. I don't understand how that's what be killing me. These dudes coming here with these street politics thinking that, well, I'm going to come and keep it thorough and keep it 100 and think that they ain't going to be involved with the bull crap that come along with this internet. That's what come along with this. You feel me? I understand when I put out content, I'm going to have people that's going to get in the comment section and make comments. But I'm not mad at your comments anyway. I want to thank y'all for your comments, good or bad. You feel me? Because at least you took the time out your day to even commentate. That means you watch my material. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at that. Thank you for good or bad. You feel me? Well, he got to understand that you should have known this was going to happen. Everybody was warning you. You thought you was this golden child. You thought you was the one that was going to slide in and slide out with no problem. Like you real gangbanger, no smut on your name, and you ain't going to have to deal with that. Everybody deal with smut when you come to this internet space. Name one person who's dropping content that ain't nobody ever won at or said anything about. There's no one out there. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Versus social media, versus relationships, versus, you know what I'm saying, your personal dialogue with them. And I'm starting to see that a lot of dudes who either are out the street, claim to be street gang members, ex-gang members, people who still have street edges, they're starting to get caught up in the social media act and what's going on with social media. And it's easy to call somebody social media or say, oh yeah, you social media because you doing social media. But some people really just upload content and go on about their day. Some
That's still social media, and I don't care how you try to put it, bro. There's still social media. But I don't know why people be trying to separate to social media from people that use social media. If you're on social media uploading any type of content and putting it, I don't care if you uploaded, hey, my day was a good day today and the sun came out. That's social media, bro. You're putting it out there. So don't you can't distinguish the two. Social media is social media. You feel me? That's all to it. And you people need to understand it. This is entertainment. It's called internet, short for entertainment.
some people, this is really like a hustle as far as you could be in the street hustling, pitching, you know what I'm saying, trapping or whatever the case may be. But you find that you can push content. So you push content. And then you pushing your content, you do you. You keep your integrity. You stay out people's way, despite what people think or what may be on people's mind. You step how you step. You don't allow people thoughts. You don't allow people abilities. You don't allow the chats to sway which way you go. You have to walk in your truth and what you know. And a lot of times, like I said, some of these dudes get too lost in social media and in social media games. So I really didn't do much today, right? I got up, went outside for a few.
Yeah, and you can't separate the two, bro. I see what you're trying to do, and I hear what you're trying to say, right? Because you consider. I want you to think about this, right? Everybody who sit in front of a camera, microphone, or whatever the case is, in their mind, that's why we're called individuals. In your individual mind, you are real. You are the truth. You are reality. You are what it is. So, but and already we are people. You know what I'm saying? Which means is we all have our own frame of thoughts. We all have our own process. You feel me? So you can't distinguish the two. I know back in the day you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, that's a social media dude. He's a social media internet dude." Dude, you're internet. All these internet dudes, dude, you're all internet. You're on the internet. Social media is the internet. You're on the internet. So let's go.
A few hours, came back to the house, uploaded some content, and I guess probably for like these past few days, that I ain't been tired, you know what I'm saying, I caught up on some sleep. I took a long nap. So by the time I jump up, it's nighttime, from daytime that I had fell asleep. So I'm like, dang, whole day it went by. When I look at my phone, try to get in my phone, I guess for me, powering up and turning on my phone in my sleep and stuff like that, it was hitting the passcode, which locked me outside my phone for an hour. So now I gotta charge the phone up, letting the phone power up. Once the phone finished powering up, I go on the phone to see any messages or missed calls I have. Got a lot of missed messages. Go through one of these messages is from Wack100. So I see this message, dude talking crazy, spicy in this message. So, I'm not with all like the lip locking and tongue battling. So, I tell dude, hey, look, bro, I don't know what transpired or you and Haddon took within this last 24 hours, bro, but do as you may, as I will do as I will. I don't care about you going to any exposure content, going to any federal building, state building, you know what I'm saying? Go grab my PSI and tell you everything I've been locked up for, bro. I don't play them games. I don't have nothing concealed that you can pull up, so play any game you want to play. You know what I'm saying? I tell them this verbatimly. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what type of weird, like, BS you on, like, but I'm starting to see in this African American community that these people are bipolar. So Instead of like lip locking through this text, the first when I first come to my senses of this text, call this dude. Hey man, you oh yeah, it's like that. Hang up. I'm like, alright. So then man, I text my last little text, send my text. So then this dude get back at me and tell me that I'm foul because I allowed Adam 22 to speak on his spouse, and I didn't say nothing. So I'm like, so in my mind, I'm like, man, this dude gotta be crazy, bro. I don't even know your spouse. Seen your spouse one time. We have dealings.
See, what I get from this is right. Yeah, whack you out of pocket. Whack was out of pocket for that because you can't be mad at another man because of a phone call between two other men. That don't even make sense. You mad at N Jefe because he didn't speak up on your girl behalf. If Jefe girl was in there, you would have did the exact same thing and did, bro. You wouldn't have spoke up. You would have sit there. And plus, why would he speak up for your chick? And then why would y'all give me like this is my thing. Okay, Stan G, I guess he claimed I never still heard him say he slept with RB. Now everybody other people were saying it. Even Adam 22 said dude Stan G never said anything about sleeping. He just said that he did. He was talking with RB before. You know what I mean? Now you getting mad at a man that said he held the conversation with RB. You get mad talking about we discovered him on Clubhouse. How can you make a person who he is when he was already a person that he was on on Murray and all these different shows and he using the same name? You can't make somebody who they are, bro, if they was already that person. Like that don't make sense. Like the thing about Wack is right. Wack like to dish it out, but he don't like to take it in. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these guys that go to number jumper, if you don't stay clear, once you start politicking with Wack, it's gonna go bad. Everybody else I see on there that don't deal with Wack, they have cool little interactions with each other. They do their thing, they move on. But once you get cool with Wack, somewhere down the line it's gonna be some kind of falling out. It's a pattern with Wack. That's what he do. Now, I don't know if this is content between Wack 100 and Hefe. This could be just content, right? And it could just be a play because for one thing, he trying to get R&B name exposed even bigger than what it is. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, bro, like I said on my last video, right? You'll meet a female, and that's why I never ask women like how many dudes have they been with, how many boyfriends have they had. I don't ask them kind of silly questions because you're gonna get a silly answer. You did. You asked a woman, because you're trying to cover your back. You was talking to this dude, you was talking to that dude, and next thing you know, she tell you, oh no, it wasn't even like that. Every time you hear that it wasn't even like that, please believe it was something like that. Women would not tell you the truth when it comes to certain things, bro. If it comes to them thinking that you're gonna look at them different behind a dude that they was once dealing with, they gonna say, "Oh, we was talking, but it wasn't like that." Not that, she ain't gonna tell you she was swallowing his meat. She ain't gonna tell him that she was getting bashed all in cars by the dude. But no, we were just talking. But for a man, you gotta know how to separate the two. You gotta know how to know fact from fiction. You dig what I'm saying? What I mean by that is when you deal with women, you take everything with a grain of salt when they're speaking on their past relationships they've been in. That's why the average man don't ask a woman about her dude or her ex dude or anything of that nature. You don't want to know that. See, the problem with you men is I want to go back to these women past and then try to figure out how can you control the narrative if you decide to put this woman on a pedestal or call her your girl, your queen, or whatever the case it is. You feel me? But you got to understand the way you start is the way you finish it. Nothing's wrong with having a female that was out there like that, as long as she do right by you. You dig what I'm saying from that point on. But Wack want to act like his girl is just, it's a trip how people act when it comes to their sufficient other. Like you see it on Facebook. Oh, I'm so in love with my girl. You see all these social media pictures. I'm so in love with my girl here. And then behind closed doors, they can't stand each other. They argue 24 hours a day. You know what I mean? It just be weird dynamics going on in these little internet relationships. You know what I mean? So
This dude called right into the No Jumper news soon as Adam spoke his spouse name and had a back and forth with this dude. What was I supposed to do? Slap Adam? Or furthermore, argue with Adam and be like, oh no, Adam, while he's on the phone already defending his wife honor as he should? So as this is going on in the pod, anybody in the pod, like, it ain't got nothing to do with him. This whole conversation is some BS. Why is we talking about this? Let's get past this. So I already know how I was feeling when the pod was going on. So when this dude is calling me, I mean, is texting me about this situation and saying what he's saying, it really kind of got me like bewildered. Like, really, like, hit you with the G Willikers, mister. Like, what the hell is this nigga talking about? This shit is a Jinkies mystery. So then he tell me that, oh yeah, I just watched it. Your name came up. My name came up. So now I'm like, oh, so now you one of these niggas. You in a room with some other dudes.
But ain't that funny though? Like if you anybody been paying attention to No Jumper, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure out what kind of person Wack is. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure out what kind of person Adam is. Adam is about money. He don't care about nothing. You heard what he told Lush. He said, "I'm an op lover, and it's my show, and I can have anybody on here that I want to have on here." You dig what I'm saying? So with Adam saying that, he let you know, bro, I'm about my money. I don't care nothing about nothing else. I don't care about nothing about what your check say. You know what I'm saying? As long as I get my bread. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case it is. You know what I mean? So, you got to understand, Wack ain't the kind of person that you really want to be cool with. Now, I don't know if far as doing business. I just don't understand why everybody who comes to social media run straight to Wack and trying to be down with Wack. That's what be killing me. When you sit back and judge a person's character or look at a person's character and see how they move and how they get out with people, some things people do will give you that clear sign to stand back from them. You dig what I'm saying? To stay back, to stand off from them. You dig what I'm saying? Because you don't want to end up doing something. Now, you can go, and I guarantee you, anybody watching this, go and ask your OGs in your neighborhood. And I know LA gang, because even LA gangs don't even like Wack. So at least that's what the internet say. We got to diss the internet. You hear me? So we got to separate the two from the streets from the internet, even though they both collide together for some reason. But you got to take the internet and real dude, streets, and separate them. You know what I'm saying? Now, I guarantee you, every OG you know gonna tell you, nah, we don't get down like that. Cause don't no OG I know be in other people's business like that. Don't no OG I know worry about another man's sexuality all day. This man went out his way to talk bad about Tupac. A man, this is what I'm saying. He had no morals, no nothing. This is a man who the a whole West Coast and East Coast and down South love this man. Love his music, love his legacy. And he's sitting there speaking bad about old Pop when he was raped, he was, he was essayed in jail, this and this and that. Nipsey Hussle was on some sweet stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who come out and that's doing something positive, Wack 100 got something negative to say about it. He gonna find something negative about it. So when you align yourself with these kind of people, like they say, the old saying is you can find a wounded snake and nurse it back to health. And then once you get it back to health, they turn around and bite you. You be like, hey man, after all I've been here helping you, trying to patch you, got you back well, why would you bite me? The snake turn around and say, because I'm a snake. And that's Wack 100. You can't sit here and think that because your street politics is good that Wack ain't gonna come at you. He lining you cats up. And y'all don't even be realizing my social media presence is spectacular. I'm just super Don Juan out here. No one knows not to mess with me. My gang banging politics is superior. Man, come on, bro. You're human and you can get lined up like anybody else. And that's what's crazy. You over here was running for Wack. People calling me, talking about why I'm doing business with Wack and watch I'm Wack. Listen, man, Wack, I ain't talking. Whoa. Now you all here a week later, a couple of weeks later. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Wack. I just don't know. I'm bewildered. I'm come on, man, and bro, you knew what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? When you went over to No Jumper, bro, you knew what you was doing. Y'all dudes, that's why I be saying, and I don't be trying to be disrespectful, but a lot of you gangbanging dudes ain't got it up here. Y'all can, yeah, y'all smart as far as the street politic goes, and far as how to maintain your hood celebrityness and be that stand up dude. But far as you having common sense for the common world and how to survive in the common world and what life is really about, from way more than just gangbanging. And I'm not just saying that because I'm speaking on your culture, bro. I'm speaking on my culture too. I understand that life is way bigger than the neighborhood I grew up in. Life is way bigger than everything that's around me. See, when you don't see nothing in your life but penitentiaries and get shipped around the world from doing penitentiary, you might make a run of Florida here or here to make these little gangbanger runs, but you ain't making hood runs. You ain't making runs to let me go and observe or look at the beauty of this country or the beauty of this state, or let me go over here and look at some house, or go over here, let me go and take a vacation over here and enjoy this. Y'all not doing that. Every state y'all go to is through gang banging politics, it's through making money. So you don't look at life the same way a person would that's just taking a vacation and go have fun. You did. So that's why y'all don't see nothing. Everything y'all see is part of y'all culture. When you step up out of your neighborhood, out of your state, and you go to when you start traveling to other states to just live and enjoy what you seeing and being able to travel, I guarantee you gonna understand it's more to life than your gang than dying in your hood. It's more to life than gang banging and throwing up signs in your hood and getting unalived. I promise you this.
And a nigga tell you I said something, and now you instead of asking me. So it go from that to this nigga telling me that Flacco just dropped the segment and I seen it in the segment. So I wasn't gonna trouble myself with this shit, but this shit is like I just can't understand the content and the characteristics that a lot of these niggas been coming out with over social media in these last weeks, and niggas getting mad over weird shit. So this is a clip.
And just and truth be told, and I want to be real with you, bro. Dudes ain't mad over weird things, bro. It's one thing to react to something. It's another thing to create content on something. I did. If you go and check out my videos, I did a video about a journalist in Oakland, California, who lost his life because he was digging too deep into street politics and what's going on with the Black Muslim bakery and all these other things. Right? He lost his life. Well, that's what journalists do, and the kind of work you be doing, and it's kind of like journalist work, bro. You're not reacting to nobody putting out content. You're reacting to it. You're actually going out here and pulling up paperwork, and I'm not even paperwork. I'm gonna say you just pulling them information from cases, from stuff that the rest of the world never knew about. Only people knew about it was the people involved in your city. Now, when you speak on it, you open up old wounds, you open up old things where people get to looking like, man, why you bringing this up, man? This supposed to be water up under the bridge. You did, but in this case right here, as you can clearly see, young and Hefe don't see it like that. He just see everything as, man, I'm creating content. Okay, you are creating content, but you're doing journalist work and you're talking about things that people who don't, you know what I'm saying, who got past it, you're bringing it back up. And we get it. You don't care about nothing but what the checks say. But at the end of the day, you can't go and do journalist work and get mad when people react to it. Then say, oh, they tripping over weird things. That's like me slapping somebody every day, and then the day I go up to him and slap him, he decided to fight back. And I say, man, well, you want to fight back after me slap you all the time? That's weird. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. You feel me? Anyway, let's get back to it.
Of the no jumper situation that got him riled up that Flacco dropped.
Rappers and shit that we don't really know who's beefing with who. And like he was telling me crazy shit. I think he got a great personality. I didn't even know that he had beef with Wack when I brought him on, and then Wack started tweaking a little bit. But I mean, his whole thing, because he was talking, they'll see it on the podcast, but I guess he used to.
And if you notice, all these gang members on here and gang bangers and everybody always get mad when they opt. As long as they got the platform to talk greasy and talk the way they want to talk about their enemies and diss their other people's hood, it's good. But as soon as you bring up their ops to the state, oh, you bringing my ops up here, you bringing my, wait a minute, man, what's good for the duck is good for the gander, pimping. Like, I make my podcast is about money. It's not about your personal opinion. It's not about your friendship. It's about me getting these views up to make money so I can be able to pay the people here and pay me and take care of me and my family. So for you gang, that's how small-minded that the gangbangers is. And this ain't no disrespect to none of y'all, but this how small-minded y'all is in this world of business, this land of business. When you doing business, y'all be thinking ain't nothing bigger than programming in y'all little bitty hood. And y'all hood, that's because you done snatched up people all over the world that's captivated by a bunch of crash dummies that's captivated by this gang banging culture that don't do nothing but somebody gonna say gang banging gang banging is positive and what is positive about seeing somebody that you don't even know because he's from another neighborhood and getting on his helmet. Now, somebody got in my comment section and said, well, all these guys know is shoot, shoot, shoot. Well, all I knew when I jumped off the porch was grab a banger and run through the streets and do this and do that and do that. But at some point in your life, when you reach a certain page in your life where you want to do better or you're going to become a product of your environment. That's all to it, bro. So all you people trying to make excuses, I'm sick of the excuses that we make. Oh man, we like this because of slavery. And slavery been over a long time ago, bro. We can't keep using slavery as a method to our stupidity. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to get this chip off your shoulder and grow up. You got men that claim to be men but still got kid mentalities. And sooner y'all realize this, the better off we gonna be. Now, you know what I'm saying? I read that comment over and over about sometimes these people don't know nothing but the shit, which is real. Sometimes you do know, that's all you know. But it becomes a point in life when you see better in life and people doing better in life, you see other people getting successful by doing other things besides doing what you're doing. It's time for you to make a choice within yourself to see what you want to do with your life. If you want to be a dude that you're going to be watching on YouTube doing videos from a prison cell that got life without, that's going to sit there and tell you all these prison stories that you can be into, you going to be that person or you going to be a person over here that done bought a bunch of real estate and own a nice house, got a beautiful family, cars and everything, and you got a success story. What story you want to be? Because ain't no gang banging culture successful. And any person that's successful that claim to be a gang banger, they didn't grow up gang banging. Lil Wayne and Birdman didn't go up with Crippin' and Blood. And they became Crips and Bloods as grown men. But their success was already in there. It's easy to represent a culture when you already got the money. You didn't jump in. You didn't get jumped in. You didn't have to put no work in. You paid your way in to claim this flag. So come on, y'all got to quit painting this narrative just to fit y'all little street politics. Like me, I wouldn't go and tell everybody Oakland is the place to be. Grow up in Oakland, raise your kid. I'm telling you, there's nothing. I would never go there. Do that. My boy Dangerous Dane said, may he rest in peace. Dangerous Dane said, I love my city, but I wouldn't want to stay because too many lives are being taken away. You feel me? And this was on Dangerous Dane out back in the days. May he rest in peace. Yeah, everybody gonna love their city, but what have your city brought you besides misery? Y'all have y'all little hood days. Y'all have your little barbecues in the hood, and that's cool. That few hours of good pleasure take away all the years of the bodies that y'all lost. It don't add up.
Talk to R&B,
Oh.
which he did not in any way say that they spent time together, but he said they used to talk.
Well,
Now, did you hear that, y'all? Adam said, in no way he said that they spent time together, but they did used to talk. Now, you people got to quit putting a twist on that too. When somebody says they used to talk, that just means y'all held conversation on the phone. It's a whole lot of women out here and on Facebook that can tell they held conversations with me on the phone. Yeah, we talk on the phone. And that was it. We never hung out with each other. We never got to hang out with each other. We just talked on the phone. So for him to say, yeah, we talked on the phone, okay, cool. Me personally, in the situation between Stan G and Wack, I understand why he coming at Wack. Wack come at everybody else. So I understand it now. But was he wrong? If, like I said in my video, if he did say he slept with that man girl, he was out of pocket because that's something we don't do. We don't kiss and tell. It's easy to say, oh yeah, I used to talk to her, but not on no relationship. But yeah, we talked a few times. Whoa, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But Wack want to come over here and make it seem like, hey man, that dude lying, man. He ain't never. Why he lying? You didn't grow up with that girl, bro. So why is he lying? You met her in her probably early mid-30s or something. Early 40s, something like that, and you got on with her. So all these years before she met you, ain't no telling what she done been with a pimp before. She done been with a preacher before. She a ordained minister where she can marry people. So she got all these chapters in her life before she met you. And you gonna sit here and think that when she say no, we ain't, that's because she said we ain't never had sex, don't mean that they ain't never talked on the phone, bro. Like, come on, man. Wack is a weird ass dude, man. But I think he does this to start controversy. I don't think he really feel half the way he feel. I think he do this because as long as he keep his name going, his name gonna stay in the algorithm and it's gonna keep going up. I said this on Clubhouse a long time ago when I stopped messing with Clubhouse. I said, listen, y'all don't like Wack so much. Why y'all keep speaking on him? They was, oh, because well, I said, nah, but you ain't heard the old statement, the old saying. When a person's speaking on me, I'm doing something good. When they stop speaking on me, then I got something to worry about. As long as y'all keep his name going, he's good. He's gonna stay. People gonna want to talk to him. People gonna want to interview him. You people make Wack hot. Wack don't make himself hot. You people do. You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about?
That dude ain't never talked to my woman. If he did, I wouldn't have nothing to say about it. But don't be disrespecting like that. That ain't cool, bro. Don't do that with your wife.
What did I say? All I said was that he said he used to talk to her.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, that's like a motherfucker coming up there.
Now, what do and Jefe got to do with any of this? This is what I want y'all to understand how Wack be starting beef with people. This pay to you don't see and Jefe doing nothing or saying anything, just facial expressions. Pay attention.
Making up lies about your wife, right?
Well, obviously it would be like that since it's exactly the same thing. But I'm just saying that I was just repeating what he said on the podcast.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he's making up lies. If it was real, I ain't got nothing to say. Everybody got their past, but that's my point right there, right? Is a motherfucker come to a platform that I work at and just start lying. If it was real, I ain't got nothing to say. On Paul.
But why would I not believe him when he says that?
Hey, yo, you know what? R&B. I'm gonna let him tell you. This nigga.
Oh, man.
What you talking about, y'all used to talk. Like, Adam, it ain't the truth, bro. If it was the truth, I wouldn't have nothing to say, bro.
Well, if that's true, then for sure we need to.
And then again, you can't be mad at somebody because of. I have a guest on my show. He give up a statement saying he did that or he did it. Who am I to say that this man is lying or not? I'm gonna let him speak his truth. You can't be mad at me. Wack problem is he figures because he got a personal relationship with Adam that he feel like the bro rules in there matter. No, bro, this is his business. You're just somebody who's in business with him. And that's the problem with black. That's why they say you should never go as a black man. You shouldn't go in business with family or friends. That's your, you know what I'm saying. And some of your reason why I say black friends because they gonna feel entitled for some reason. They gonna feel like, oh, that's my friend from the mud, from the streets. You did what I'm saying. So he gonna feel like he ain't got to do his job at 100%. He might feel like he can do his job. Oh man, I had somebody out. He ain't gonna get rid of him. That's why you don't do it because people don't understand this is a business. It ain't a personal, it's business. And this dude got on there giving a testimony. How Adam supposed to know that this dude lying? If he was lying. Me personally, if you ask my personal opinion, I'm gonna say I don't think he was lying because I didn't hear him say he actually slept. Nobody's playing no clip of him saying that he actually slept with her. He did say that he once talked to her. So who am I to say he lying about that? It's a lot of females that out here that done talked to somebody on the phone for a couple of weeks and maybe a month and never linked up with them. But you still had that conversation with them so you can say, yeah, I talked to that person before. You know what I mean? So what's wrong about that? They blowing this up. Adam is Wack is always blowing things up, and he always trying to come at Adam's side. Well, oh, you on your white boy thing, and you want to act like this. Why? Because he ain't doing that hood shit that you on, bro. He ain't trying to twist the narrative to fit your the way you want. You think I don't know why you think R&B is such a. I ain't gonna speak on her badly or nothing because I don't know nothing about her. But what I'm saying is, bro, you put your girl on such a high pedestal to whereas if anybody come out, first thing gonna come out your mouth is they lying. My girl ain't never. How you know what your girl ain't never did? You didn't grow up. You wasn't born with your girl. You didn't go to high school with your girl. You didn't go to junior high with your girl. You didn't even go no college with your girl. None of that. You met her in her mid-30s, early 40s. You know they got a pass. Everybody got a pass, bro. You got a pass. She got a pass. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, then the whole situation with her. What if somebody came out and said, "Oh, I did talk to Wack." That chick did. I did talk to Wack. Stuck 3 fingers in his butt and the whole everything. You do what I'm saying? That your boy even made a video of a 3 finger Wack. Jay Diggs, 3 finger Wack. Like this is what I'm saying. You see the beef he started with Wack. He brought Jay Diggs' name up for nothing and disrespected Jay Diggs, told him off for the fade. Never faded him. Then he came with, I'm not gonna fight somebody I don't know. This is what I'm saying, though. This dude is social media hype for all you people who's nobody. And I ain't saying people ain't nobody. I mean, when I say nobody, I mean in this entertainment world. When like us as fans looking in, we consider nobodies to them. So yeah, when we watch it, we get excited to watch this. But for people that's in it, they don't see it the way we see it.
It's a politic that, but that's just what he said.
I'm not going to politic if something going to happen. I'm telling you as a man, it's not true, bro. If it was true.
So he already said fans is watching. Now you just sit there and say, "Oh, I'm not gonna do nothing. Something gonna happen because of him saying that he slept with your girl. Something gonna happen. The feds watching. That's terrorist threats, bro. Already, bro. This is what I mean by how fake and fugazi this internet is. You got these dudes saying, yeah, the feds watching, but they still on there threatening people because somebody said something, a word. In a state where we don't have no stand your ground law, we don't have none of that you're going to get on here and threaten somebody talking about, yeah, something going to happen because he spoke on your girl name. Well, get your girl off the internet. See, what you got to understand is when you come to the internet, everything is fair game. Everything is fair game when you come to the internet. There's no rules when it comes to the internet. And you can't make the rules based on who you is. Yeah, you get mad. You can walk up to somebody, punch them in the face, and do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, bro, you can't get mad at somebody speaking their opinion, bro.
Was true, I wouldn't have nothing to say, bro. But respect your wife, bro. Respect my.
This doesn't have anything to do with mine. But I'm just saying, if he came on the podcast and he said that,
making up about yours,
but I'm not making up anything about her. I'm just repeating what I was told, which I didn't have any reason to know,
bro.
And at the end of the day, come on now, Wack. He don't know that he making up. He's doing an interview. How the fuck would he know that this dude's making up something if he in the middle of an interview? Oh, the dude talking about your girl. I wouldn't do that. If you knew his girl like that, and I can more than guarantee you, if Wack was doing his own show, he had his own platform to do his own show on, and he was interviewing people, and somebody got on there and said, yeah, that was had a problem with Adam. Like he had, yeah, man. Well, yeah, I was once talking to Adam wife. You think Wack wouldn't run with that story? Think of everything he brung up. He even went and messed with Free or Rick Ross, an old man who done did his prison time, came home, trying to live his life, trying to do his thing. You want to dig up dirt on this man because his legacy. If you notice, he only dig up dirt on people who got good legacies behind them. Anybody got anything positive, that's when Wack got to come and talk about we're the exposers. No. What I'm really realizing with Wack is he's mad because his legacy would never be as polished as these other guys' legacies. His legacy gonna go down as the alleged rat. I'm not calling you one, but the alleged rat, and not a legend, a certified hater. You know what I'm saying? A person who like to dig up dirt on people. That's what your legacy gonna be. It ain't gonna be nothing nothing that stand up about your legacy that's gonna last. You know what I'm saying? Because the way you out here politicking and the way you out here doing things. You know what I mean? I'm just being real. That's my personal opinion.
I respect your wife, bro. Respect my.
This doesn't have anything to do with mine. But I'm just saying, if he came on the podcast and he said that,
making up about yours,
but I'm not making up anything about her. I'm just repeating what I was told, which I didn't have any reason to not believe.
Nigga really like playing the game like Stan used to talk. And this nigga really playing that game like it's cool, bro.
Yeah, that's not okay.
It's not cool, bro. The dead homies. That's not cool, bro. That's not okay.
No, and she in the background telling me, no, that's not. No, that's because she see Wack getting mad. Wack probably allegedly went upside that head. Girl, you was messing with this. You better tell me the truth. You was messing with, you know how you got them dudes. You better tell me the truth. You better tell me the truth. You was messing with him. You make me out here look like no clown to this sucker. You don't make me like no to this buster right here. Come on, Wack, man. Don't like come over here, girl. You tell him that you never talked to him. You just want 18. Hey, that's what and Jefe said too. He said these dudes get of age and then they don't know how to conduct themselves because, for one thing, you lost a beautiful chick, and I ain't saying R&B ugly or nothing. She's a beautiful woman too. You feel me? But at the end of the day, the way you promoting and carrying her own, bro, like, and then getting mad when people speak on it, get her. She was on the clubhouse. Dude said she was on the clubhouse, hopping around, talking to different dudes, anyway, trying to find somebody, and then she ran across you. You dig what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you don't know what these females is or who these females is until you get with them. And once you get with them, you lay with them, don't mean that's the woman that you think you know, bro. Listen, the thing about us as people, what we do is when people have things to hide or they got a background or a past, They normally don't do too much speaking on their past, and when they do speak on if their past was kind of wishy-washy, they'll only speak on certain things about their past. They won't bring up their past. They won't speak on the real because they don't want you to judge them. That's why people do not tell all their business when they talk to you. You think your girl if you come here, man, I'm gonna lock you in. You look like wifey material. I can do a lot of good things with you. We can raise a family, white people fit in the house. You know what I'm saying? I can have you blowing up on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So what your body count like? Like, come on, bro. Think about come on, man. Like you think she gonna tell you everything about her, knowing that you might look at her different, and she tell you, yeah, I sold poom poom for 7 years of my life. I was in college. I used to be. Would you still wife her up then? So of course she ain't gonna tell you these things. And then you got another internet person on the TV talking about, oh yeah, man, I talked to her, and you mad about it? That's part of the game. Just because nobody else that ain't got no name didn't come out. It's a bunch of dudes probably out there speaking that used to talk to R&B, but they ain't got no name. So you'll never hear their name. Stan G, whoever he is, obviously he got a name. He's been on Maury Povich, 9, 10 kids allegedly. I don't know. But he got some kind of name to where the people listening. And you mad at the fact that people are listening to what he had to say.
Okay. Well,
But you can't get mad at Aunt Hefe because you figured somebody in the room supposed to take up for you. For what? Who are you? You don't take up for nobody. All you do is the people you do take up for, you tear them down later on. You remember the one dude that was on Clubhouse, the Spanish dude talking about his brother was gay? That was your man. He was going hard for you. All of a sudden, a little time down the walk, you don't mess with him. You online talking bad about him, talking what you gonna do to him, all kind of things, bro. Come on, everybody you mess with, you end up getting to it with. That's why I had to stand clear of Wack, because I see he's a snake in the grass.
I mean that's what he told me. I was just saying what he told me. If it's not true, then for sure that's that.
You not understanding what I'm saying, bro?
So you think he's just lying about it to get under your skin?
I know he lying, bro. We made him on Clubhouse. Yeah, we made his character.
That's what he said.
How did you make a dude character that is Stan G that was already like this on the Maury Povich show? He on these different reality shows, saying his name, acting the clown way that he's acting it. Did you meet him on Clubhouse? How did you make his character? You can't make somebody character that was already made, bro. Why are you talking about? You made his character. You just gotta understand the fact it's another internet troll just like you, and you mad at the fact he trolling you and your girl. You feel me? So don't quit saying that, man. That sounds fake to me, man. I hate when people try to paint a different narrative and what the world is seeing. That's like when you watch these videos on TV about the police saying oh yeah, well he tried to exist right here, so we had to use force when we can clearly see in the video the guy hands behind his back and he yelling, I'm not resisting. If you punch me in my face, my natural body reaction ain't gonna be just be laying there and let you punch me in my face. I'm gonna throw my hands up in defense and try to block my face. That's not resisting, bro. See, and this is why I keep trying to tell y'all, man, it's a cold game out here, man.
This nigga's a bum. Like, bro, we got videos, this nigga his drawers cracked out.
What?
He's a bum. He's homeless.
It's in the video.
We know every he fuck 300 pounders.
We need to see, we need that video then.
You can go find this nigga on Jerry Springer with 9 kids he ain't paying for. That's him. You to be up really breathing life into that, it just ain't cool on some man shit.
Well, no, now if you're saying that he's lying, then I'm like, okay, well then we got to address that. But why would you think that I would just assume that it was a lie? I don't know.
Which is real talk. You can't expect for this man to assume that homeboy was lying. You and Adam ain't grow up from the sandbox together. You and Adam ain't been friends over 10 years. So why would you expect for him to know that Stan G lying about talking? He don't know R&B. Like, you coming with all these narratives to try to keep your name in the algorithm, bro. Nobody like falling for that. And Hefe, I hate to say it, my brother, but on the real though, you kind of set yourself up for this, bro, by even dealing with Wack, because you knew in the beginning when everybody was trying to warn you, and if you pay attention to anybody who deal with no jumper and no jumper, only people that Wack ain't got into it with like that online or on TV or in the public or ever speak bad on is Blueface and that rapper The Game. Everybody else he them had problem with, he speak on them, they do business, they fall out, he go bad on. He ain't never speak. None of them, bro. You feel me? And what you thought you was gonna be something different. You know what I mean? And that's why it's funny to me, right? Because I ain't gonna front. I rock with Ant Hefe. I like a lot of things he do. I kind of start falling back from Ant Hefe once he got on No Jumper because I knew that he was finna be he was finna get caught up in a whirlpool of bull crap. You know what I'm saying? I seen it about to come. And when I started seeing him make the videos talking about how everybody telling him watch out for Wack100 and just because he do content with Wack, this and this and that. He was like trying to rock for Wack. Oh, you show me the paperwork on Wack. Did it? All this old other stuff you throwing up for Wack. But now look at the situation. Now you're doing content about Wack. So it's just kind of funny how it's all unfolded right now, brother.
Hey, you know what, bro? I'll holler at you, bro. I'll holler at you, homie.
Okay. Gee.
So we all remember this episode right here. If you haven't, go ahead and check this episode out. So Flacco just dropped this episode about 2-3 hours ago. So this man watched this episode in which Flacco dropped, right? So as y'all see, they going back and forth. I don't got to point nobody else activity out in that room who jumped, snickered, you know what I'm saying, and thought it was funny when his spouse was being mentioned. As you seen me, every time she was mentioned, you know, I'm regular because I'm bewildered in what the hell was I supposed to do and say with a man that he calls a friend and has a relationship with. Both these dudes been knowing each other longer than I've been knowing each other. They have business dealings. They do an Adam and Wack show every week. This dude is calling in to check this dude about his wife Honor as he should. They going back and forth. He say, hey, look, man, it's not true. Adam like, man, hey, what reason do I got to have to, you know what I'm saying, to believe that it's not true? This is what he said. They going back and forth. That's their friendship. He like, look, I'm going to throw my wife on the phone and let her tell you herself. When he do that, I'm like, oh, man. Push the mic back. Lay back on the couch. Now, I don't know if he feels some type of way because it got a hand threw up out of Tiana and my brother snickered in the background. But like, bruh, look, if you just want some smoke or you just on something, bro, just say that, bro. Because for you to be calling and like me not calling, texting my phone, bro, with a problem with me over something that Adam said and you called in to check him about it.
Now, tell me that don't sound like no kid stuff, man. We're going to stop that right there, man. You feel me? Because I don't want to get this, you know what I mean? I don't want to get this too much energy, man. You did what I'm saying? Because it don't make sense to me anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you know your beef ain't with Adam and Hefe. Your beef is with Adam. You know this. Your beef is with Adam, bro. And the problem is you can't really be mad at Adam, so you're trying to find somebody else to be mad at. That's just like in a court of law. You got people who say you did something, and people going to say they didn't do nothing. And that's the same thing happened here. Stan G is saying that he did hang out with her or conversate with her, talk to her at one point, but he never said he slept with her. You know what I mean? But you're mad because he spoke on R&B, so you're trying to find somebody else to take it out on. No, take it out on your girl. Take it out on yourself. That's the woman that you choose to accept into your life as your woman. Now, you want to get her body redone, get her teeth fixed, get everything you did done to her, thinking that she put on this high pedestal just for somebody to come up and try to knock her down, knock who she is down. And I understand you being mad about that, but you mad at the wrong people. You got to be mad at Stan G and come on here and make some content getting at him, but you can't be mad at the people around you. You ain't got no personal, I mean, this is a business, bro. He don't care nothing about your personal thing. He even said on the show, y'all got to listen close. He said when Lush asked him what was the purpose or what was the reason you had him on the show, for one thing, I'm an op lover. And another thing is, it's my show. I can have who I want to have on my show. And as soon as Wack100 realized it's not your show, bro, you got one day a week to come on here and host. That's your business dealing. The rest of your show, you will have nothing to do with, bro. Nothing. I don't have nothing. No one had. That's his business as a man, how he want to conduct himself in his business. Now, you called him a friend because you're trying to weasel your way into No Jumper and probably trying to own some shares or trying to become a partner for own the business, so you kissing a lot of behind so you can be up under Adam. I see the play. I see what's going on. That's why you keep inserting yourself into this man personal business about why you got these people and we paying these people too much money. What you mean we? They're all this old stuff, bro. That's that man money, bro. Anyway, man, I thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's the Quarter Report brought to you by the Red Night Special. I'm your boy, Town Business. Thank you for tuning in. If your first time, hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Good or bad, I still respond. But anyway, man, y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. And may God keep blessing y'all, man, to have many more, man. Y'all hear me? That's all I'm trying to